Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Narayan Rao Kour. In this video, we are going to explain changes in quantity demanded and changes in demand, and what are the differences between changes in quantity demanded and changes in demand. So first of all, what is change in quantity demanded? Change in quantity demanded is due to a change in its own price of the commodity. Change in quantity demanded is due to a change in its own price of the commodity. Other factors remains constant. That means ceteris paribus. This is known as change in quantity demanded. Results in movements on the same demand curve. Results on movement on the same demand curve. The movements are two types. One is expansion, another one is contraction. Expansion means fall in price, quantity demand expanded. That is called expansion. Contraction means rise in price, quantity demand is contracted. This is called contraction. So, let us examine changes in quantity demanded with the help of diagram. So, draw L shape, mark YOX, price is measured on Y axis, quantity demand is measured on X axis. First, OP is the original price, OQ is the original quantity. Next, price falls from OP to OP1. Price falls from OP to OP1. Quantity demand increases from OQ to OQ1. Next, price rises from OP to OP2. Price OP నుంచి OP2 కి పెరిగింది. So quantity demand is contracted from OQ2 to OQ2. OQ నుంచి OQ2 కి తగ్గింది. So the movement from R to S is called expansion. The movement from R to T is called contraction. This is called expansion. This is called contraction. This diagram shows that changes in quantity demanded. Changes in quantity demanded. So now let us examine first expansion. Fall in price. Fall in price. Fall in price. Demand is expanded. It is a downward movement. It is a downward movement. Or it is a rightward movement. Downward movement or rightward movement. So as a result of the fall in price, increases in quantity demanded. Expansion is also called increase in quantity demanded. So more is demanded lower price. This is more OQ1. More is demanded OP1 lower price or less price. For example, price OP నుంచి OP1 కి తగ్గితే క్వాంటిటీ డిమాండ్ OQ నుంచి OQ1 కి ఇంక్రీజ్ అయ్యింది. సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఫ్యూచర్స్ హ్యావింగ్ ద మూమెంట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎక్స్పాన్షన్ అని చెప్పచ్చు. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ ఎక్స్పాన్షన్. నెక్స్ట్ ఆన్ ది అదర్ సైడ్ కాంట్రాక్షన్. దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ కాంట్రాక్షన్. రైజ్ ఇన్ ప్రైస్. రైజ్ ఇన్ ప్రైస్. అప్వర్డ్ మూమెంట్ or leftward movement. So rise in price, upward movement or leftward movement. So it is also called decrease in quantity demanded. Decrease in quantity demanded. So less is demand at higher price. So the less is demand at higher price. OQ2 is less is demanded at higher price OP2. So price OP నుంచి OP2 కి ఇంక్రీజ్ అయితే క్వాంటిటీ డిమాండ్ OQ నుంచి OQ2 కి తగ్గింది, కాంట్రాక్ట్ అయ్యింది. దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ కాంట్రాక్షన్. దిస్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ contraction. One important point here is, when there is a change in quantity demanded, there is only single demand curve appeared. Only one single demand curve. The consumer is downward movement or upward movement on the same demand curve. This is called change in quantity demanded. Change in quantity demanded. Next, another one is change in demand. Change in demand. So, it is due to a change in other factors. Change in demand is due to a change in other factors. Other factors are income of the consumer, prices of related commodities, taste and preference of the consumer, etc. etc. Price remains constant. Here, price remains constant. Shift in demand curve. The entire demand curve will be shifted. So the shifts are two. One is increase in demand, another one is decrease in demand. The shifts are two types. One is increase in demand and decrease in demand. So increase in demand, price remains constant, demand increases. Decrease in demand, price remains constant, demand decreases because other factors changes. Next, how to this can be explained with the help of diagram. So draw L shape, mark YOX, price is measured on y-axis, so quantity demand is measured on x-axis. So price is constant, OP is the price remains constant. So DD demand curve, original demand curve, OQ is the original quantity. Because of changes in other factors, favorable changes, so demand increases. So demand curve shift towards the right side. D1 is the increased demand curve. New quantity is OQ1. So due to some other reasons, demand decreases. So D2 is the decrease in demand curve. Decrease in demand curve. So here more than one demand curve will be appeared. More than one demand curve will be appeared. Price remains constant. First of all, what is increase in demand? So income increases, rise in prices of substitute goods, fall in prices of complementary goods, favorable changes. Because of these four reasons, demand increases. So D1 is the increased demand curve. Next, shifts towards right direction. Next, more is demanded. More is demanded at same price or same is demanded at lower price. More is demanded at same price or same is demanded at lower price. Next, decrease in demand. Decrease in demand. So reasons are income decreases, fall in prices of substitute good, rise in prices of complementary goods, unfavorable changes. Because of these four reasons, so demand is decreased, decrease in demand. Shift towards left side, shift towards left side or left direction. So less is demanded at same price or same is demanded at higher price. This is called decrease in demand. Here one important point noted that so more than one demand curve will be appeared. How many demand curves are there? 3 demand curves. DD is the original demand curve. D1 is the increased demand curve. D2 is the decreased demand curve. Decreased demand curve. This is so changes in demand. So here this is changes in quantity demanded. This is change in demand. So thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe and comment.